don't need to talk loud, but you need to speak directly into it.
All right.
Podium mic? That's going to stay down there like that? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Remember me? I'm Josue Olivero, and a couple years ago, when I was in the 7th grade, I shared a dream of attending Don Bosco Prep. Thanks to the amazing people. I messed up. Right?
Just keep talking. He's just doing audio.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Remember me? I'm Josue Olivero, and a couple years ago, when I was in the 7th grade, I shared a dream of attending Don Bosco Prep. Thanks to the incredible support of Oasis, the wonderful people at Don Bosco, and all of you, that dream has become a reality. Today, I'm honored to be a part of St. John Bosco's dream and legacy. And I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to live out this dream. This dream has led to another one that I could become a lawyer, and I know I can make this happen with hard work and faith. Good evening, everyone. Remember me? I'm Josue Olivero, and a couple years ago when I was in the 7th grade, I had a dream of attending Don. All right. Good evening, everyone. Remember me? My name is Josue Olivero, and a couple years ago when I was in the 7th grade, I shared a dream of attending Don Bosco Prep. Thanks to the incredible support of Oasis, the wonderful people at Bosco, and all of you, that dream has become a reality. Today, I am honored to be a part of St. John Bosco's dream and legacy, and I am truly grateful for the opportunity to live this dream out. This dream has led to another one that one day I can become a lawyer, and I know I can make this happen with hard work and faith. Thank you.
I can't believe that too. I didn't even recognize you. I was here when you first were standing around that staircase. That's funny.
Channel 3.
Check test 1, 2. Testing mic 1, 2. Check. Checking mic 2, 1. Sound check. Test 1. I know, I'm just trying to get an idea because I want to move. I think I might tape. I think I'm going to tape this though. I think I'm going to pull it down and put some tape on the front of it so that way it's like this.
So I'll hold it
You know
there
what I
and
mean?
I'll talk.
Something like that. That action. If you press it right there, it's going to mute it. So just like
Yeah, so don't press the bottom part. Gotcha. So I'm going to talk into it normally. Testing 1, 2, 3. We're doing speeches. We're talking about different things that are going on. And we're going to be discussing these things throughout the evening. We're going to do some talking and speaking and orating and going over things. It's good like this? So now what if I move that and do that here? Is that it? What's the difference? So no difference if you tape it or not. Right, Mia? You can hear me nice and clear over there? Thumbs up. How about you over there, Talon? Nice and clear? Excellent. Yeah, I could definitely talk a little more. I got more words in me. I got a ton of words, right? Mia. Maya knows I got tons of words. I could keep speaking forever and ever. I could just keep talking. I'm going to keep going, conversating, more words. I'm feeding back a little bit. Yeah, I hear a little echo. You heard it? Bud, you heard it? Am I hearing things? He didn't hear it. So if I stand over here and talk like this, like further away, or what if I whisper a little bit? It's good.
Good evening. Good evening. If we could ask everyone to please take your seats. Good evening, Oasis. If we could ask everyone to please have a seat, start enjoying your salad. We're going to say grace in a moment. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to Oasis's 28th Gala of Hope. Thank you. If we haven't met, I'm Jen Brady. I'm the director of Oasis, a haven for women and children. And we're going to start this evening by welcoming Father Abraham Feliciano, the director of Don Bosco Prep, an Oasis teen and Don Bosco student, Josue Olivero. Please welcome Josue first.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Remember me? My name is Josue Olivero, and a couple years ago, in the 7th grade, I had a dream to attend Don Bosco Prep. Thanks to the incredible support of Oasis, the wonderful people at Bosco, and all of you, that dream has become a reality. Today, I am honored to be a part of St. John Bosco's dream and legacy, and truly grateful for this opportunity to live this dream out. This dream has led to another one, that one day I can become a lawyer, and I know I can make that happen with hard work and faith. Thank you.
Let us remember that we are always in God's holy presence. And we pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Good and gracious God, we thank you for the gift of Oasis, for wonderful souls like Marty Ann Sutphin, and all the members of the Sweetheart Foundation, whom we honor here this evening. We are deeply grateful for their impact on the lives of others, especially eager and enthusiastic young people like Josue. We also thank you for the gift of so many generous friends and benefactors. Thank you for the way they have chosen to use the time, treasure, and talent entrusted to them to offer providential support, which enables Oasis to fulfill its crucial mission to women and children in need. We ask you, Lord, to bless everyone in attendance tonight. Bless the time and the meal we share, and nourish the bonds of faith, friendship, and concern for others that unite us. Fan the flames of our zeal, dedication, and devotion to this beautiful mission. May we always know the joys and blessed assurances brought forth through kindness, generosity, and sacrifice. We ask this through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And my last official act as chaplain for the evening is to read to you the official dispensation from the Friday abstinence. So this comes from the Right Reverend John Job, pastor of Blessed Sacrament in Franklin Lakes, and he states, after consultation with his superiors, it has been decided to grant this dispensation. It is asked, however, that those who make use of this favor select another suitable day during Lent to observe the spiritual practice of abstinence from meat, or another suitable penance or act of charity. You should also be aware that if you enjoy the lamb chops as I did, this is retroactively inclusive. Enjoy the evening. God bless.
Okay, so to get this party started, I thought give you a little bit of context about Josue. So Josue has been coming to Oasis for just about his entire life, to our after-school program, our summer camp, and currently he's a participant in the Teen Boys program. But it was in this room, on this night, that his dream came true. Because of Oasis, Josue is now about to finish up his sophomore year at Don Bosco. But there's more. Josue, one to take advantage of every opportunity, has been working with Oasis's teen guidance counselor, and he's been accepted into a summer pre-law program at Fordham University. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of what can happen at Oasis, and it's the power of what can happen in this room tonight. Tonight, we will celebrate the work of Marty Ann Sutphin and the Sweetheart Foundation. Marty Ann has been a true gift to Oasis, and she's been ushering us through change and growth. You will hear more about that later this evening, and I promise you, you're in for a treat. I'd like to start by providing a few thanks. First of all, to our board of directors, to the Oasis staff who show up every day and do this work, to the Oasis Gala committee that made tonight happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to all of our sponsors. They're all listed in your program, but especially our event sponsors tonight. We have 4, that's a record. Thank you to Ferrara Construction for your support. To last year's honoree, Railroad Construction Company. There's a lot of them here. To the Sweetheart Foundation, tonight's honoree. And to the Taylor family. Thank you for your generosity. So now we talk a lot about Oasis's work being holistic and compassionate, and indeed we touch thousands of lives every year. But we know that it's not work that we can do alone. So I'd like to acknowledge a few community partners who make magic happen at Oasis. The Wyckoff YMCA, Eva's Village, Passaic County Habitat for Humanity, Don Bosco Prep, and Mary Help a Christians Academy. Thank you for the work that you do with Oasis and for helping our children so very, very much. And great things are happening at Oasis. Today, Oasis impacts 1,500 women and children daily with educational classes, wraparound services, and programs for children. This uniquely Oasis way of providing education while addressing basic needs works. We call it compassion in action. But even tonight, as this ballroom is about to be filled with the smiling faces of Oasis children, we must acknowledge the fear that exists in our community. As if the poor weren't challenged enough, government funding cuts threaten the work we do. We worry deeply about cuts to education and feeding programs that the working poor depend on. The women and children we serve need Oasis more than ever before, and that means we need you. We are very blessed, everyone in this room, as we sit here tonight, in a position to change a life. I want to make one more acknowledgement here. Tonight, we are blessed to have Mayor Andre Saya, the mayor of Patterson, and his very accomplished wife, Farhana. So please help me welcome them as well. Now, Andre and Farhana have spent a lot of time down at Oasis, and they will agree with me that the best way for you to understand the impact of your support of Oasis is through the eyes of an Oasis mom. So I now invite you to watch the story of Stephanie.
I became a mother very young. I didn't know what I was doing. I was scared. I was a dental assistant for almost 15 years. From losing that job, I struggled a lot with my children. Reached to the point that I couldn't afford my apartment anymore. I grabbed my children and I slept in my car. I struggled with finding food. When I was expecting my last child, that's when everything really did hit the fan. I was a single mom for about 5 years, and then I met my ex-partner, and I thought it was my happily ever after, and it wasn't. Almost on a daily basis, we hear from women who share with us that they're unsure if they're going to be able to feed their children dinner or breakfast the following morning. They don't know if they're going to have a home for their child, a bed, running water. Our mission is to help women, to go out there and let people know that we are here and that we are able to help them. I went through a domestic violence relationship. I was being controlled. My oldest daughter specifically, she would go to school and she would say that she was sad, and I was able to speak with a social worker in her school and kind of told her my situation. She was the one that guided me to Oasis. When I came in for my family intake appointment, I cried in her office. She was like, everything's okay, don't worry, please don't worry, I got you. Joining domestic violence group, and that kind of opened up my eyes to certain situations and understanding of what domestic violence was. Our ultimate honest goal is to get them whatever services they need so that they can move forward in their life and have this wonderful journey afterwards. If you help Oasis provide these supportive services to not only our community and our adult education, we're going to have some serious empowered women out there doing incredible work, being incredible moms, and being able to manage and handle anything that's put on their plate. I learned that it's okay to cry. I learned that it's okay to ask for help. They helped me with job searches. She helped me with these workshops that were held here in Oasis about breastfeeding, about healthy eating in pregnancies. My computer skills have greatly improved. My customer service skills have greatly improved. My public speaking has improved. I can see the difference of myself. I've shown people who the real Steph is, not the sad Steph, the real Steph. It has made me stronger. It's made me a better mom. It's made me a better person. I want to do that to the next person. So I'm forever grateful that I made that appointment.
Stephanie is an incredibly committed woman, and she's completely dedicated to ensuring that her children, her 4 girls, have the lives that they deserve. Stephanie had planned to join us here this evening, but you see, in addition to now being employed by Oasis full-time, she takes nursing classes in the evening, and she had an exam tonight she couldn't miss. She wanted me to send a message of gratitude to all of you for the many ways that Oasis has touched her family's life. But in her words, she says this: "You have given me and my daughters hope for the first time in a very long time." Finally, if you take one thing away from this evening, let it be this: Stephanie, Josue, and every woman and child who walks through the doors of Oasis, they want the same things out of life that each of us want: security, opportunity, hope for their families. Today, Oasis is more committed than ever to respond to the needs of the most vulnerable women and children in our collective community. Tonight, with your support, we can ensure that Oasis can continue to meet the needs of the women and children. Now, we've talked a lot about hope tonight, and speaking of hope, we've got a bunch of Oasis kiddos here tonight, and they are hoping that you will help me welcome them to the ballroom. So, ladies and gentlemen, the children of the Oasis Michael Wagner After School Program.
We need mic number 1. Check, we need mic number 1.
Mike. Good evening, everyone. We are so excited to perform for you this evening. We all ready, Oasis? Here we go. I used to say, baby, you love me. Now, baby, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3. And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. 1, 2, 3. Now, every time I go for the mailbox, gotta hold myself down. 'Cause I just can't wait till you ride me. You're coming around. Let's go. 1, 2. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. And don't it feel good? Hey. All right now. And don't it feel good? Hey, yeah. 1, 2. I used to sing, baby, you love me. Now, baby, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3. And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. Let's sing Oasis. 1, 2, 3. Now, every time I go for the mailbox, gotta hold myself down. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause I just can't wait till you'll ride me. You're coming around. 1, 2. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. And don't it feel good? 3, 2, 3, 4. I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I put my hands up to the sky. We dance with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Pause. I'm never gonna look back. No, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't. 2, 3, 4. Woo, 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 woo. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Woo, woo, woo. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Woo, 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 woo. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Hey, all right now, and don't it feel good? Hey, yeah, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Hey. Good job.
Well, good evening, everyone. Now, I heard for these wonderful souls. Let's hear it from the rest of the crowd. Good evening, everyone. So excited to be back with you all again this year for this amazing gathering, this wonderful celebration. And I thought I'd start tonight by reminding everyone what the great Walt Whitman encouraged us all to do. He said, keep your faces towards the sunshine because the shadows will always fall behind you. Tonight is about sunshine, and that's what we're here to celebrate. Ain't that right, kids? Let's celebrate, yeah! But beyond celebration, for almost 30 years of excellence in this community, tonight we've also gathered here to champion a cause that changes lives every single day. And at the heart of Oasis, its mission is simple but very powerful. And that is to help women and children rise out of poverty. Oasis continues to be a lifeline for the most vulnerable in our community, providing hope, empowerment, as well as a brighter future. Oasis, however, is more than just a place or a building, friends. It is a promise. It is a promise that no one should ever go hungry. It is a promise that no mother should ever be alone in a moment of crisis. It is a promise that every woman and child deserves a chance to dream, to achieve, as well as thrive. And friends, tonight you become a part of that promise.
We want to switch? Hey, this one sounds much better. Thank you. So, tonight as you consider supporting Oasis and making a donation, please know that your gift is more than just a monetary donation. It is the generosity that fuels our mission. It is also a promise to fill empty plates as well as open new doors. But most importantly, it promises sunshine where there once was darkness. Tonight, you become a part of a promise that changes lives. So I'm excited now to ask each and every one of you to reach for your phones. Because right now, or very shortly, each one of you is going to receive a text to your phone that's going to have a link that's going to take you to our donation page. So please, everybody, right now, get your phones out. And if for some reason or another you did not get a text message, it's okay. Because I'm going to invite you to text Oasis Gala to 76278. Yeah, look at that already starting, friends. Tonight is about celebrating. So again, every time we see this thermometer jump up, we got the greatest cheerleading squad here. So get those phones out, open up those text messages, go to our donation page, and let's show the giving. Let's show that you want to be a part of the promise tonight. Look at that, friends, $41,000, kids. Keep those gifts coming in, friends, and if you did not get a text to your phone, just let's wait for the next one. We want to make sure everybody has a chance to go to their phones. If you did not get the text, you can go put in the number 76278 and text Oasis Gala, so make sure you give tonight. Friends, we got a big goal tonight. You see it, $300,000. It can only happen when each and every one of you come to be a part of the promise tonight. So let's get those gifts coming in. Friends, we're at $60,000 right now. We're about a fifth of the way there. So there we go, friends. Let's cheer them on, kids. Let's make some noise. Friends, as we continue to watch the numbers rise tonight, I encourage you to think about the lives that you can be a part of changing. And friends, you were invited here tonight to be a part of a transformational opportunity. And so when you give tonight, you're not only honoring kids like this or Stephanie. We're getting closer, friend. A quarter of the way there.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh, here comes Rick.
Hold on a second. Do you think you're going to do this by yourself?
No, sir, I would never do it by my...
Hey, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Make some noise, kids.
Okay. Remember me? So hold on a second, wait a minute. Something tells me I feel $25,000 is going to go up against that screen. $25,000.
25.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah!
Okay. Not bad. Was there something about a match or something like that?
Yeah.
Scott.
So, friends, it is my honor to tell you as we get close to the halfway point that we have an opportunity from an anonymous donor tonight that says if you get to 150,000, they're going to throw another 100,000 in. So let's get those gifts coming in, friends. We need to get to 150. We're going to see another 100,000.
Anthony, we need 10,000. I need 10,000 up there. Can you put 10,000 up there for me?
There's another. Is it
10,000.
coming? Another refresh?
Come on, baby.
Friends, we can
All right.
There it is, friends.
It's so easy. All you got to do is say it, and it happens. So we have a lot of people here tonight. There's
A lot of people.
550 people here tonight. Can you imagine what'll happen if we reach that $300,000 goal? Oh my goodness.
Friends, we're less than $22,000 away
All right.
from our $100,000 match. Can we do it? Can we do it, friends? Kids, let's give them some encouragement. Let's make some noise. 20,000 away.
Come on, let's keep it going, guys. It's
The
okay.
more you give, the more
5,
we
10,
celebrate.
$20,000.
Oh, here we are. We're getting close, friends.
We're
$8
almost
more
there.
$1,000. Can we do it?
Please.
Let's see that $100,000 match. Come up there.
It's going to happen. I can
Less
feel
than
it.
8,000 away.
We're so close.
So that's right. We're getting closer and closer, friend. If you can make a difference right now, go to your phones. We're less than 7,000 away.
Wait a minute. I'm feeling like there's $30,000 somewhere in the room. 30,000. Do we have 30,000 in the room somewhere? Come on, baby. Come up to the screen. Pull that up to the screen.
Here it comes, guys. What's our new refresh
Let's go.
number? What's our new refresh number?
Hey, Rich, Scott, I heard that we're having some trouble with Wi-Fi. I know it could be a little challenging, all this marble. If you're using your cell phone, please try to use the Wi-Fi. It's Venetian Guest. And the password, if you haven't joined it already, we're going to join it. The password is?
V, welcome. Capital V,
There we go.
welcome.
Scott, you're good.
Capital V, welcome. So if you're having problem getting on, use the Wi-Fi. It's guest.
Thank you.
It's the Venetian Guest, and the password is V, capital V, welcome.
Still looking for that 30,000.
Friend, that's all right. We're here, friends. We've got a beautiful group of sunshine right in
30,000.
front of us, yeah? Let's make some noise,
30,000.
kids. Let's celebrate.
Come on, baby. I'm a very patient guy.
I know.
I can tell the kitchen, just hold off on the meal. We can wait. We can wait. We don't have to. Okay. I think we're starting to move.
There it is. Less than $2,000 away, friends, and we're going to see that $100,000.
Come on, baby.
Kids, let's see. If you want 100,000 more on this screen, let's make some noise.
Come on.
It's so close.
Put it in there. Okay.
There it is, friends. Put your hands
$150,000.
together.
Beautiful.
Friends, we're just going to add another $100,000 to that number. $250,000.
So only 20% more, 20% more, 80% there. 20% more gets us to the goal.
All right, friends, you hear it.
Okay, beautiful. Anthony.
Oasis.
Anthony, put another $10,000 up on that screen for me, would you please? Put another 10,000 up there.
All right, friends.
Come on, baby. There you go. Okay. Beautiful. Well,
Friends, I encourage each and every one of you, regardless of the size of gift, we want to celebrate your
we're so close.
tonight as we hit our goal of $300,000, $50, $100. Maybe you can give $1 million. There it is, friends! Woo! Great job, guys.
Wow!
What an amazing night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Don't stop there, but thank you.
That's right. Let's give Rich
Beautiful.
a huge round of applause. Thank you, friend.
Thank
Thank you so much,
you.
brother.
Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Good job.
Friends, the giving lines are going to stay open throughout the night. Thank you so much. Let's give our kids another huge round of applause.
Bye, kids. Thank you.
No, no. Good evening. Good evening. To everyone's attention. Thank you. Thank you all for your generosity. What a great, great effort. Thank you. Can I just ask everyone to just be quiet for like 5 minutes? I just want to start out and just echo some of the comments earlier and just thank each and every one of you for being here this evening and for your support of Oasis and our very important mission. We're incredibly grateful. I'm Susan LaMonica Pash, and I have the privilege of serving as the board president for Oasis. And this evening, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our honoree, Marty Ann Suffin. Marty Ann is a true champion for Oasis, whose generosity, kindness, and business savvy have had a meaningful impact on the organization and our community that we serve.
Marty Ann has contributed in so many different ways over a number of years. She doesn't just talk about making a difference. She rolls up her sleeves and makes things happen. She's a real doer. She drives change. And we're so grateful to have Marty Ann as a member of our board, as a volunteer, and a supporter. Now, I could go on and talk about Marty Ann, but what I'd like to do is to direct your attention to the video, which will give you a glimpse into the contributions and the impact that Marty Ann has had on our organization.
There's just something unique about Oasis on how they really just embrace you. You immediately get a sense of dignity and hope when you walk through the doors. And I think that's very special and very unique to Oasis. In 2018, I was invited to the Capital Campaign event, and I was immediately impressed by the enthusiasm and the passion, and I just really became enamored by the organization and wanted to get involved.
I know Marty Ann from Allendale, the town where we both live and we've raised our children in. But it was really a few years later, after our children were older, when I became acquainted with Marty Ann and the work that she intended to do to get involved in philanthropy. That's when her serious engagement with Oasis began. In 2021, Marty Ann joined the board of directors of Oasis, and that was really a game changer for us.
It's such a fabulous organization, and I just knew that she would bring so much value to that organization, and she would make an impact on many, many lives.
The women and the children and the families that we support have very complicated lives. It's really critical that we're focusing across the entirety of the spectrum of needs.
Being involved in Oasis has made me look at ways that I can be more hands-on and not just give a financial donation.
Marty Ann has been an active volunteer down at Oasis. She's volunteered in our soup kitchen. She's volunteered in our nurturing center where we watch the babies. She was a leader in our capital campaign, making a significant gift so that we could expand our building and serve more women and children. And she has made strategic investments in the work that we do around workplace readiness and ensuring that women are prepared to get jobs and become self-sufficient. And that's such a blessing for us and the work that we do.
Marty Ann she's a doer and isn't afraid of leaning into challenges and making difficult and challenging decisions.
No matter what we throw in front of her, no matter what problem we might bring to the board table, she helps us come up with a solution, and she does so with positivity.
She's generous in every way with her time, her money, her resources.
She is making a real difference as we think about the programming that we get involved in, as we think about how we are engaging with our constituents and our stakeholders, both the women and children that we serve, but also our funders and our partners out in the community. She's just making an incredible difference. We're so very fortunate.
We're so grateful that Marty Ann said yes to being an honoree, because she really is a model of what it is to be involved with an organization like Oasis.
I see it as an opportunity to even give back more, giving these women and children a chance to have a better life.
Marty Ann is really an inspiration, and I think really represents what Oasis is all about. It's just so fitting that she is being honored here.
I'm so proud that you could be here with your family that you love so much, Ralph and Erin and Will, and well-deserved. Way to go.
So proud of you and happy for you.
Every time I'm driving home after being either at a board event, an Oasis event, or volunteering, I'm always more hopeful. I'm always more energized. They just bring me joy.
Marty Ann, on behalf of the staff, of course our board of directors, and all the women and children here at Oasis, thank you.
What a wonderful and fitting tribute. Marty Ann, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all. Jen told me there was going to be a couple surprises tonight, and some of my dear friends were in the video that I didn't realize were going to be. So thank you, dear friends. What a night. What energy. I don't know about you guys, but if I had 1/100th of the energy those kids had today, you know, we could conquer the world, right? But I would like to first start by expressing my gratitude for this honor that Executive Director Jen Brady, past Board President Sue Buchanan, current Board President Sue Pash, and the entire Oasis Board has bestowed on my family and me. A year ago, when Jen asked me to be the honoree of this year's gala, I was surprised, I was honored, I was humbled, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit reluctant. As I'm sure you can all relate, I had a list of reasons why I couldn't accept. More worthy honorees, and a busy work and personal year ahead, to name just a few. Jen sensed my reluctance and encouraged me to talk to fellow board member Christy and past honoree. By the way, I quickly found out Christy is Jen's closer. So if Jen talks to you and then asks you to go for coffee with Christy, beware. Christy and I had a great conversation, and I realized I continually made excuses to Christy of why I couldn't accept. But repeatedly, if anybody knows Christy, we just kept talking, and we kept talking, and she, in her very calming voice, would just say, "Marty Ann, if not now, when?" That stayed with me. On my ride home, I called Jen and said I was all in and ready to help in any way. I am so thankful I did. This past year has given me the opportunity to work closely with the most amazing, competent, good-hearted staff and committee volunteers an organization could ever ask for. As you saw in the film, my journey with Oasis started in 2018 when I walked through their front doors. I was immediately struck by the hope, compassion, and dignity displayed by the Oasis staff for the women and children who walked through those same doors. My various volunteer positions allowed me to work closely with the women and children of Oasis. I immediately was in awe of the women's optimism, motivation, and determination, to create better circumstances for their families. The women and children that Oasis serves inspire me every day. And you saw a little bit of that with Stephanie's video. You can see why I say that. The more involved I became, the more I realized what a special place Oasis is. Oasis's mission requires them to be nimble and ever-changing. As the women and children's needs change, Oasis quickly adapts. Some examples. Daycare is an obstacle for the women to attend GED classes. Oasis responds. They start free, quality, loving daycare in the building. Children, test scores are falling below grade level. Oasis responds. They start after-school tutoring in the subjects that they're falling behind in. High school seniors have no way of visiting potential colleges. Oasis organizes chaperone group college tours. The list goes on and on. Around the same time I started volunteering at Oasis, my husband Ralph and I were talking about creating a family foundation where we could work side by side with our children. Erin and William were adults now, and we wanted to create something that would keep us connected and working together as a family on our shared values. Therefore, the Sweetheart Foundation was formed. Sweetheart has the obvious meaning of beloved, but it also has personal meaning for my husband Ralph and me. That's right, we are high school sweethearts. And you have all been so generous and just present. This is the part of the night that I provide you with a little comic relief. This is where we're going to show a picture. This is Ralph and I in a fourth grade class. I am in the red next to the teacher, and Ralph is third from the left in the top row. Yes, Ralph had bangs. And again, you've been so generous, so we're going to give you a bonus pick. The next one is Ralph and I at our prom. And yes, Ralph still had bangs. Ralph and I lived 5 houses apart in Rutherford, where we had the good fortune of growing up in a neighborhood of encouragement and opportunities. We were showered with love and support from family, friends, neighbors, teachers, and coaches. We do not take our good fortune for granted. Time and time again, I see that same kind of support that Ralph and I benefited from our whole lives, being showered on those that walk through the doors of Oasis. That support is kind, but also very specific. Oasis helps women begin a path to better circumstances and financial security. Oasis is a perfect match with our Family Foundation's mission to improve generational financial security for in-need communities. Our family is honored to support Oasis. You've been very kind in listening to me, and I would like to close by sharing a favorite anecdote of mine that I heard in an elective college anthropology class. Yes, I said anthropology. I'm sure, like many of you, my elective classes in college were selected based not on interests, but on class schedule. This anthropology class started at noon, so I enrolled. This anecdote struck a chord with me 40 years ago and still does today. The famous anthropologist Margaret Mead was asked by a student, when did civilization begin? She did not reply that civilization began with a rudimentary tool, or with increased brain dimensions, or with the invention of the wheel. Instead, she said that human civilization began with a healed human femur bone, otherwise known as a thigh bone. She went on to explain that in the animal kingdom, if you break a leg, you die. You cannot run from danger, you can't get to a river for water, or hunt for food. The bone can't heal. A healed bone in human fossil indicates that others took care of an injured individual. Essentially, helping someone else through difficulty is where civilization begins. Who knew an anthropology class could be so profound? As I wrap up, I ask that as you make your plans for your upcoming year, you consider walking through our Oasis doors, literally or figuratively, and join us in our mission to help the women and children of Patterson through a difficult time. Because if not now, when? Thank you very much for this honor. Thank you.
All right, everyone. It is live auction time. That's right. That's right. We got some amazing live auction items again for you this year. And as soon as we get done with the live auction, you should see your dinners hitting the table very shortly. So if you're at your table, you'll see some bid numbers on the table. They are only for you to use if you want to give a bid. Just pick up one of those bid cards. You can use those to get my attention or one of my teammates' attention. But we're going to get started with the live auction right now. And the first live auction, backed by popular demand, is the Market Basket Party for 20 people. 20 individuals, friends, that's right. Plan your cocktail party menu with the Market Basket's finest chefs and staff. The menu will include filet mignon on French rounds, baby lamb chops, and the Market Basket's famous shrimp and more. Chef and service staff is included. No alcohol, but that's okay. Date subject to availability. It's a Market Basket Party for 20 with all of the finest things and items you can get. All right, get those bid paddles ready. You can look up on the screen at what we're selling. All right, who'll start the bidding at $2,000? And two would get $3,000. And two, no, $3,000. And three would get $4,000. And three would get $4,000. And $4,000 would get $4,000. 35 would get $4,000. At $3,500 for a Market Basket Party for 20 individuals, friends. I'm at 30, but you get 3,000, 3,500, 3,000, 30, 35, now 4,000, and 35, but you get $4,000. I'm at 35 here, but you get 20 people. Do the math, my friends. Filet mignon, famous shrimp, lamb chops, chef and staff. I'm at 35 here, but you get $4,000. Anybody else? And 35, but you get $4,000 on this fabulous party for 20 individuals, friends. Last call. Are we going to sell it for only $3,500? I'm at 35, but you get $4,000. Do the math, friends. That is very, very affordable. Anybody else? 35, but you get $4,000. Going once. 4,000. Going twice. I cannot believe it, friends. This should be bringing $8,000 to $10,000. I'm at 35, but you get $4,000. Last call. 35, but you get $4,000. Going once. Going twice. Sold 3,500. Sold 3,500. Right here, Kelly. All right. We're moving right along, friends. You guys look up at the board here because the more they come, the better they get. So this next live auction item is another all right, friends. Get your paddles, friends, please. We're going to go back in time a little bit. We're going to start that. Can we go back one, please, on the slide? We're going to bring that back open to the Market Basket Party. There you go, friends. Listen up one more time. This is a great party for 20 folks, friends, at the Market Baskets with the finest chefs and staff. You see all that's included from filet mignon to shrimp to lamb chops, chef and service available subject to opportunity here. Let's get everybody in this time at $2,000 where? At two, but you get two. Thank you. Out 2,500. At 2,025, but you get 3,000. At 25, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3,000. Anybody else? At 2,500, but you get 3,000. At 2, but you get 3,000. Thank you. Out 35 and 35. 35 now 4,000 and 35, but you get 4,000 and 35, but you get $4,000 where? And 35, but I'm with you, Eric. At 35, but you get 4,000 and 4,000. Your turn. 4,000, but you get 4. Last call. 3,500, but you get $4,000. I'm at 35 going once. 4,000 going twice. 4,000. Thank you. Now 45 and 45, but you get 45 and 4,000. 45, but you get 4,500 and 4,000. 45 and 45, sir. It's your turn. And 45, but you get 45 and 4,000 for 20 people. You can do it. Do it.
4,000, but you get 4,500, and 4,045. Are we finished? 4,045 going once, 4,500 going twice. Sold for 4,000. Sold, $4,000. Thank you for that. Always does better the second go around. All right, we're moving to now we're going to the next great live auction item. It is the Brick House in Wyckoff. That's right. Listen up. Not 20 guests, but 100 guests for this special occasion or corporate event will truly create a night for you to remember. It is located in a Federal Greek Revival farmhouse that dates back to 1851. So here it is, a dinner party, a special occasion, corporate dinner at the Brick House in Wyckoff for 100 guests. Here we go, let's get the bidding started. Who'll start out? $5,000 where? And five to give $5,000, friends. And five to give five. And five to give $2,000. Let's get it going. And two to get $2,000. Now $3,000. And $4,000. $5,000. $5,000 to get $6,000. And five to get $6,000. I'm gonna be at $5,000, Eric. And five to get $6,000. I'm at $5,000. To get $6,000 for 100 people, my friends. 100 guests. I'm at $5,000. To get $6,000. 6,000, thank you. 75 and 75. Now 8,000, 85. Now 9 and 9,000. Now 95 and 95. But to get 95 and 9,000, 95. But to get 9,500. I'm with you at 95. 9,000, 95, 95. Now 10,000 and 10. But to get 10 and 10. But to get $10,000. 9,500. But to get $10,000 and 10. But to get 10. Last call. 95. Friends, if you put your hands together, I bet we can get $10,000 for this package. I'm at 9,500. Who'll give 10,000? Let's give them some love. 95, but he get 10,000. Last call going once. 10,000 going twice. Sold 9,500. Sold 9,500. Thank you. Let's give our winner a huge round of applause. Okay, friends. Friends, if I could have your attention, please. We're so excited you're here to celebrate. If you could just stay with us and keep the chatter down just a little bit through these last three items. The team at Oasis would really appreciate your attention as we go to live auction item number 3. We want everybody to be able to hear so they can bid accordingly. So, all right. We're moving to this next live auction item, and it's to Turks and Caicos. That's right, friends. If you want to take a trip to paradise, this is the trip for you, as you will enjoy brilliant blue waters in the Chalk Sound National Park on Turks and Caicos. This is a luxury villa for 14 guests. A luxury villa for 14 guests. It has 7 suites, 5 king-size bedrooms, and 2 queens, friends. 8 days, 7 nights. You have 2 years to book it. That's right, 2 years to use this package to go to Turks and Caicos. Let's get the bidding started. He'll start out at $20,000. At 20, but he get 20. At 10,000, but he get 15. At 15, but he get 20. At 25. At 25, but he get 30. At 25, but he get 30,000. At 25, but he get 30,000. Where for 14 people, 30,000. Friends, why are we not clapping? We're raising money for Oasis. I'm at 30,000 here, but he get 35. At 35, but he get 35. At 35, but he get 35. For 14, you take the whole family. At 35, I'm at 30, but you get 35,000. Anybody else? I'm at 35, but you get $35,000. Right here's the chance. Friends, value 35. Thank you. Now 40,000. At 35, but you get 40,000. 40, and but you get 40,000. At 35, but you get $40,000, friends. Valued at over $65,000. $40,000, friends. now 45, and 45 would give 45. And look at me, I'll tell you what to do. The more you spend, the more you'll like it. At 40, would give 45. And don't lose it for $5,000. At 40, would give 45. At 40, would give 45. 45. 40, 45,000. Now 50. And 45, would give 50. And 45, would give 50,000. And 45, would give 50. If you want her to bid, let's show her some love. And 45, would give 50,000. And 45, would give $50,000. And 45, would give 50. And for anybody else, $50,000. Only one table applauded, friends. All right.
I'll give it to him for 50. I think we're good. We're trying to wrap it up.
All right, I'm at 50. Anybody else at 55,000? I'm at 50 here. We're going to get 55,000 for this luxury villa in Turks and Caicos. Are we done? Last call. Going once. Anybody else? Sold. $50,000. Sold. $50,000. Friends, we have one more trip to Turks and Caicos. If you'd like to support Oasis and give $50,000 for this fabulous vacation, raise your hand right now. We have one more trip available to Turks and Caicos. 14 people in a luxury villa vacation. Anybody else? Well, let's put our hands together, friends, for helping us raise $50,000. All right, we're moving on. We got 2 auction items left. This next one is sure to be an adventure of a lifetime because you're going to the bush for 2 guests to go on an African safari. Not just any safari, a luxury glamping safari. That's right. You'll get to stay in a luxury tent with a private bedroom and bath right next to the Hippo Lakes. That's right, you get to wake up every morning and see the hippos right outside your door. You're going to venture out on guided safari excursions to see the Big 5. That's right, lions, elephants, leopards, rhinos, and buffalo. Enjoy all your meals prepared by a professional chef for lunch and dinner. And spend one grand evening out around the Brush Brae for an amazing traditional dinner. Friends, you have 2 years to book to use this package. It's a safari, luxury, 2 people, get to see all the big ones. Here we go, let's get it going. He'll give 4,000, and 4 would he give 4, 5,000, and 5 would he give $6,000, and 5 would he give 6,000 on the safari for 2, and 5 would he give 6,000, and 5 would he give 6,000, friends, for a safari, luxury, for 2 people. I'm at 5,000, but he gets $6,000 where? At 5,000, but he gets 6,000 for an amazing safari for 2 people, luxury in style. Thank you, Rich. 6,000. Now 6,500. 6,000, 65, but he gets 6,500. 65. Now 7, and 7, but he gets 7,000, and 7, but he gets 7,000. 75, and 75, but he gets 75, and 7,500, but he gets 75. I'm at 75, now 8,000, 8,000, now 85, 85, but he give 85, 8,000, 85, but he give 8,500, 8,000, 85, but he give 85, 8,000, 8,500. Anybody else? All right, I'm at 8,000 right here, friends. Rich, you're going to Africa, my friend. Sold, sold, sold. Right here, my friends. Friends, I have one more to my backup bidder, $8,000. Would you like it? You'd help us raise $16,000? Anybody else at 8,000 would like to go? Right there on that side of the room, there's an $8,000 package. Anybody else? Last call. We got one more safari package at 8. Right here at the end of the room. Right on this side right here, friends. You got it. Thank you, brother. All right, put our hands together, friends. We just helped raise $24,000. All right, we're down to our last live auction item. Pay attention, friends, because this is the last one. And if you love bourbon, this is your package right here. This is a package for 4 people, 3 nights in a luxury 2-bedroom condominium to have a tour and tastings at 3 of your favorite distilleries on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Not only are you going to get to do your tastings, you get a $250 gift card at Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse in Lexington. No blackout dates, friends. 3 nights, 4 people on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Let's get everybody in. 2,000. And everybody get 3,000, 4,000. What do you get? 5,000. And for everybody get 5,000, 40,000, everybody get 5,000. 5,000. I tell you what, my friend, this is what I'm going to do. You're going to the Bourbon Trail right here. Raise your hand high, $5,000. We need our friends right here. If you want to go to the Bourbon Trail for 5,000, raise your hand right now and you can get one of these trips tonight. Anybody right here, friends, at this table? Here's one right here. There's one at this, Kelly, right here at this table. We got one right. Anybody else? $5,000 for 4 people to go on the Bourbon Trail for 3 nights to try 3 of your best distilleries. Anybody else? We have anyone want to go on the Bourbon Trail? Last call. $5,000 for the Bourbon Trail. 4 people, luxury condominium. And a tasting. There we go in the back corner of the room, friend. There's another 5,000. Just stay over there with your wand right there, friends. Anybody else? All right, friends, thank you so much. Put your hands together. You helped us raise a ton of money tonight. The silent auction will stay open until 10 p.m. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much. If you're interested in one of those vacation packages, let us know before you leave. Have an amazing night, friends.